I watched Late Bloomer Season 2, and I want to give my thoughts. So episode 1 was basically Justice trying to plow his girl, but he couldn't because he was living in one of those basements with 500 students packed in. There's no privacy, there's so much going on. The landlady's always like snooping in and spying, like, yo, y'all ain't plowing in there or some shit, right? Now, I did have a problem with this episode, and that was that you could tell the landlady was a guy. Like, the guy is pretty funny, I've seen his TikToks, but he just wasn't a fit for the character. Like, I think the character should have been an actual auntie. Because when I'm watching a TV show, right, like, I want to be immersed, right? Like, when I'm watching, like, I want to believe in it. I want to believe in the story, like, in that reality, right? Like, when I'm watching Game of Thrones or something, right, like, I know that shit's fake, but that story is real, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just yapping. But, you know, when I'm watching this TV show and then I see a dude playing an auntie, which looks like a dude, instead of like focusing on the show, like, I'm just like, yo, why is there a dude trying to be an auntie? Like, what is going on? And I start focusing on that, and like, it just takes me out of the TV show. It's just like what is going on? It just doesn't make sense, right? And it just seems like a YouTube skit or something, not like an actual TV show. Especially when the show is trying to be something serious, right? Like something real. Like, this is a real story. These are real characters. These are like real people, if that makes sense, right? So if you see someone that's an auntie but it's a dude, unless the show's trying to say like this is a trans auntie or some shit, which is like hella progressive, I guess, because those just don't exist. Like, I don't really know, and I don't think they should have picked a dude for that role. And if they were gonna pick a dude, like, why not pick Rupert Ball? Like, you could argue he was the funniest part of Jus Reign skits. But either way, I think like it would have been better just to have like an actual auntie or something. Like, it just didn't hit, in my opinion. But there's like some pretty funny scenes too, like where the landlady's going off on the students and be like, oh, and I need to deport Cardo and this, that, like where she's talking to the radio host. That shit was pretty funny. So overall, the episode was okay. Now, episode 2, I didn't like as much. It's basically like Jus was like this guest judge for this poetry slam, and it's okay. There was Babu in there, but like, you know, Babu, I didn't say anything in the first season, but like, I don't know why Babu is using like this stupid ass accent, like, yo, you better give me a good grade and shit, bro, because otherwise we might have a problem. Like, yo, is your girl drinking and shit? Like, why is she drinking and shit? Like, yo, you shouldn't date her then.
Yo, fuck what's fair. You better give me high scores, man. I fucking need this. Don't make me put you in the Kenchi again like in Gataka class. Yo, speaking of which, I'm very proud of you.
I don't know. I think that accent's kind of stupid. It's not funny to me. Like, Babu has so much potential. Like, I love that guy, but like, come on, bro. That's just not it, in my opinion. And honestly, overall, the episode was kind of mid. Episode 3 was the 9/11 episode. Now, I don't really have much to say about it, but like the kid actor for Manvi, when she's like, oh my God, Neil, why'd you cut your hair? Why'd you cut your hair? I hate you now. This, that, like for like going on for like 10 minutes. That shit was so fucking annoying, bro. Oh my God. And I feel like I should like this episode. I feel like I should really care about this episode, you know, being a Sikh and seeing Sikhs, you know, facing racism after 9/11 and everything. But like, yo, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of mid, bro. Shout out 9/11 though, man. Tragedy. Now, episode 4, it's a funeral episode. And honestly, it has my favorite scene of the whole show. It's where Jogi Uncle is dead and, you know, he's trying to take his job off and like Manvi walks in on that. I don't know if that was meant to be funny, but that shit was hilarious, bro. Or it was when I watched it. I rewatched it and I was like, yes, this is not really. But there's also some stuff that pissed me off, like you know, Manvi clearly doesn't want to get married. I like, she's honestly my least favorite character right now. Like grow up here, yo. Be a man. Like, stand up for what you feel is right. Like, yo, you don't want to get married, then don't get married, yo. Like, you don't have to like start smiling like an evil villain when your mom's like, oh, you know, I guess we're gonna have to postpone the wedding, and like, you know, you're hugging her and start smiling like sneakily and shit. Like, yo, you're like Jogi Uncle just died, bro. Like, oh my God, have a heart. Like, what is this? And when she starts laughing at the funeral and shit, like, yo, come on, man. Like, shut her up, man. Come on, what is going on? I know some people do that kind of shit apparently, but it's just like, come on, bro. Like be a man, yeah. Let's get serious. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's like some like shout out to like skits and shit, like look my strong, like asshole chupade, you know, like that kind of thing. So yeah, overall decent episode. Now, episode 5, there's a little yoga scene in the beginning, which I thought was kind of funny-ish. And then, you know, there's a scene where Jus is actually not an asshole. And actually, you know, isn't super selfish and actually does something for his girlfriend. and actually stays and cares for her and shit. So character development. Overall, decent episode. Now, episode 6, if I had to use one word to describe it, I'd say phenomenal. Maybe even perfection, to be honest. Like, it's actually that good, right? And basically it's like a day in the life of an international student, and it just shows like his struggles and, you know, like what he goes through on a daily basis, basically, right? And it was just so well put together. Like, it was just a beautiful episode. And I think it was like a very important episode because there's a lot of people hating on international students right now. A lot, right? Not just from like other races, like from our own people as well. And I'm not gonna say here like all international students are like really hardworking, solid people, right? But like that's just kind of like for everything, right? Like there's no one group of people that actually just 100% of them are like really solid people, right? There's gonna be fucking stupid ass people, you know, in every type of group of people. You know, so I'm not gonna be here like there aren't any stupid international students, you know, because there are. You know, there's a lot. Like I've seen firsthand, you know, like people just, you know, getting like they're into Chargers and Mustangs and shit, and just like revving and just trying to be as obnoxious as possible while driving like 10 kilometers an hour and just doing loops around like the central city like SkyTrain station, just doing loops and just like being obnoxious as possible. Like I don't know if they're trying to like impress girls or whatever the fuck they're doing. But, you know, there are some fucking students like that too, right? But that's like a very small minority. And unfortunately, that's just what we see, right? We don't really see like the hardworking side unless you actually know students. But it's like if you don't know any international students, right? You're just going to see these kind of things. And then you're like, yeah, man, fuck these guys, man. Deport them all. Yeah, let's vote in fucking Pierre Polyev right now. But, you know, not everyone does that, right? Like there's a lot of hardworking students, right? Like the one shown in the episode. And it was just beautifully put together, you know what I mean? Like from start to finish, like it was just perfection. Now episode 7 was basically just like a shittier version of Get Out, in my opinion. That's kind of what I got. But basically Just goes to his Christian girlfriend's parents' house, and these are like some very like wealthy people and like super Christian, and they used to be sick. And, you know, like the dad's hating on Just the whole time, and Just is like tripping out seeing like her ex-girlfriend or her ex-boyfriend and shit. And, you know, they had some like interesting discussions and everything, but overall it was alright. Finally, we're on episode 8. Now a lot of stuff happens in this episode. The first thing being Chippy finally like breaks up with her boyfriend and like starts trashing his place because he leaked like this risky selfie / nude type of thing. And then he's about to put his hands on her, and then Sunny steps in and beats him up. So that kind of confused me, right? Because I thought like she was supposed to be like this kind of feminist character, like, you know, like the strong, independent woman type of person. But she still needs to depend on a man to save her. You know, because like she even posts that selfie herself on like Instagram or whatever the fuck, right? Like to reclaim her power or some shit like that, right? Whatever the fuck that means. But like, yo, she still needed a man to save her though. You know what I mean? So like, what's the message you're trying to send, bro? Because like, yo, she had a bat, bro. Like, yo, you like she should just beat the shit out of him herself. Like that would have been way better than Sunny stepping in and beating him up and then like getting arrested or whatever. Like, bro, come on, bro. But like, honestly, like, yo, like she should have like beat the shit out of him. I feel like that would have been like a much more satisfying ending than whatever the fuck that was. Like that just pissed me off. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we like, yo, like, are we trying to like push that like, yo, women are just as capable as men? Or are we trying to be, I guess, like a little bit more realistic in the sense like, oh yeah, like women are capable. They're just capable in different ways. Like, you know, maybe instead of throwing hands, they should use their hands to start cooking and cleaning. Like, I didn't say that. That's what the show is saying, you know. So, but like, honestly, like, it's just like confused messaging. Like, I don't get it. Like, honestly, I feel like she should have beat the shit out of that guy. Like, otherwise, like, why even have that whole scene? Like, is it just like, oh yeah, like, yo, don't fight men, don't stand up for yourself because, you know, that dude's gonna beat the shit out of you and you need another man to protect you? I don't know. Because, like, you know, obviously, like, you know, men are on average stronger than women. But it's like, yo, you got a bat, bro. You got a bat. How the fuck you lose with a bat, bro? I mean, honestly, most women probably would still lose with a bat, to be honest. But it's like, it depends, right? Like, if you hit that guy in the head, like, you know, it's a different story. Or it's like, if he, like, just grabs it and then your bat's gone and, you know, GG's. And another thing that happened is Jus and his girl break up. Or I'm pretty sure they break up because they do, like, this artsy kind of, like, oh, like, let's cut out from the conversation. And you could just see them, like, having a discussion. So I think they broke up, and they broke up because like she wants a Christian and he's not a Christian. Free Rebecca though, man. Baddie, bro. She could convert me anytime, you know what I'm saying? And also Manvi and Jus's parents finally be like, yo, our daughter's not happy. Maybe we should actually, you know, look into like breaking up this marriage and actually supporting our own daughter for once and stop being assholes. So there was also that. And lastly, Jus and Neil made up. So overall, I'd say the episode was decent. Ultimately, I would rate the show a solid 7 or 8 out of 10. It was definitely an improvement over season 1, more polished, all that, like I said previously. And episode 6, phenomenal. And most of the other episodes were pretty decent. There was still some mid episodes here and there, and you know, some boring scenes, some funny scenes, a little mix and match. But overall, pretty solid. You know, pretty solid. I'm happy with it, and I'm excited to see season 3. But anyways, please let me know in the comments what you guys think about the show, my review on it, on any of the episodes. Did I miss anything? Did I completely fucking say some stupid ass shit? Let me know in the comments. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed that video. Subscribe for more content, and peace.